These dudes suck. Let's call a spade a spade. Let's call it out early. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you I get kind of like the positive. I get some of the like, oh, like it's early in the season. If that's how you feel, then just stay away. This is not the video for you. I like to talk the truth. You know what I mean? I love the Suns so much that I have to tell the truth. I can't sugarcoat shit. I can't, you know what I mean? Like, nah, like these niggas suck. And that's what it is. You know what I mean? Like, we can't win a game without Kevin Durant. Devin Booker is ass. Bradley Beal, and I think I'm. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. I think this is like I'm leaning towards because I'm not trying to like because I feel like I could come in and kick Bradley Beal's back in like almost every pot. You know what I'm saying? Like even in the games that we win, but so I just kind of refrain from just trying to talk about Bradley Beal in general. So I think I'm gonna just get this off, and I might just not never talk about Bradley Beal and do like I did last season. Just like if I ain't got nothing good to say, then just don't say it at all. But I honestly feel like Bradley Beal is the biggest catfish in the NBA, or like you know what I mean? Like I don't know what the fuck happened to the Bradley in Washington. It make me watching him make me feel embarrassed that like I actually was like, yo, I actually thought that yo, we went above and beyond to put us, you know what I'm saying, in championship contention. Just watching him make me feel like I know I can't be the only one. I get it. Like if you look at the stats, cool. He finished 8 of 12, 18 points, um, 5 turnovers, six it fouled out the game. And I get it. But I don't know who this nigga is. Like it I that's not this is not the Bradley Beal I thought we was getting when we traded for him. You know what I mean? Like the dude that could go out there and just get 30 in his sleep. Like the dude that could create shots and like ISO get crazy. Like I don't know what happened to this nigga. Like he can't get open. Him and Book can't get open. Like that's a real conversation we need to have. I don't know if it's because they watch Kevin Durant highlights a lot, so it's like they try to emulate what Kevin Durant do in a sense of just trying to shoot over people. But if you really sit down and watch the game, Devin Booker can't get away, like can't really get separation from his defenders. And Bradley Beal got that snatchback, but by the time he hit the third snatchback, niggas is already on that. You know what I mean? Like, so it don't work, and it's tough just to watch them try to create offense for themselves on a nightly basis. And one thing with Book that's killing me is I feel like the Book that played with CP3 and the Book that played with KD is two totally different Devin Bookers. You know what I mean? The Devin Booker that played with CP3 had a lot more fire, edginess, competitiveness. You know what I mean? To me, he was playing like he was the best person on the team. Granted, I get it. Kevin Durant is better than you, but I don't think that you necessarily have to lose the mentality of I'm not the best player out here. You know what I mean? It seems like Kevin Durant either did some shit in practice, did some shit in the game to where his confidence is just like, you know what, I can't do that. So I just gotta be like, yo, you got it, big dog. You know what I mean? And that's like how he's been playing. Maybe I'm tripping. I'm open to being wrong. I'm open to being all of that. But from when I watch Book, he don't carry himself like he's the best player on the floor no more. Or like he's the best player on his team no more, and that shit bothers me a lot. You do a whole lot, and then you resort back to like the crying and like every time you take anytime you do anything, you complaining, you arguing with the refs, and that's just some shit I'm just not going to accept in year 10. There's a lot of shit that I feel like Suns fans accept from Devin Booker in year 10, but my thing is if the same shit that existed in year one is still here in year 10, at some point we got to draw the line and kind of demand or change our expectations to, to be better or for you to learn from some of this shit. You know what I mean? Like Book has been getting fouled or like he hasn't been getting calls since he's stepped in the league. I get it now you're a superstar or like now you know what I'm saying? Like you've elevated yourself and you would think that you get the superstar calls, but it's not that's not where it is. That's not where we at. And so the sooner that you kind of accept it, the better that you play. Because I've seen games where Devin Booker, he'll go out, he'll cry all game, we'll lose a game. You know what I mean? Typically, it happened in the playoffs. He'll cry all game, have a bad game, whatever, whatever, and then come back the next game, go absolutely stupid, and just don't say shit to the ref, and just like kill them niggas. You know what I mean? And it's just like, can we get like a balance? Like, can we get somebody to reel it in to be like, oh, yo, it's time. Like, it's time to stop crying with the like. This shit is no leadership, is no vocal leadership. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. But hopefully we get Katie back next week. And this is the thing that I hate, kind of with Bradley Beal when it comes to like on this team. I think my biggest pet peeve is that he only plays good when it's the big three. But I feel like it's easy to play good with the big three when it's like Kevin Durant is doing a lot of the lifting, and it's like it's almost like jumping somebody, but you're not the first or the second person to throw the punch, but you there like for the kick. Like anybody could walk over and get the kick. You know what I mean? And I feel like I'm open to being wrong, but when I watch Bill with the big three, that's how he play. Like he don't do nothing that necessarily affect winning or like, oh shit, like if Bradley Bill wouldn't have been out there, like I don't think we would have won this game. And like I said, his stats when the big three play, like that's when he's at his best. But to me, when I'm watching it, I'm like, you didn't really do nothing for real. You know what I mean? And then the games like this, where it's like, all right, like it's time to lock in. We get 8 for 12 and some bullshit, and then I'm about sick and tired of Book in the single digits of just made buckets. Like last game, I think he made what six shot or against Miami. I don't know how many he fucking made, but against the Pelicans, I think he made 6 shots the whole game. 8 of 21. It's just this shit is it's bad, y'all. Like I said, we suck. I like I said, I haven't hit the panic button yet, but the lid is open, and like I'm looking at it like it's almost that time because at some point we can't continue to lie to ourselves. Like when they show us who they are, we gotta believe them. You know what I mean? That's just my stance on it. When the Suns show you who they are, you have to believe them. So it seems like I said, this team is the same kind of team from last year. Only difference is we shoot more threes. You know what I mean? Like, and tonight we didn't even shoot a lot of threes. Tonight we shot 28 threes. But I did always say shout out to the Orlando Magic. I do want to say that. I want to say this about the Magic. Them niggas don't give a fuck. Like, you hear me? Don't give a fuck. Like, they was out there hustling, grabbing, foul. Like, they did not give a fuck. Jalen Suggs gave no fucks tonight. Wendell Carter gave no fucks. Like Cole Anthony Black gave no fucks. Like they was out there just straight kamikaze, just doing whatever. So like yeah. So I don't know if they're gonna do the same thing that I don't think it's gonna go the same way against Cleveland. I get Cleveland playing real good, all that shit, but I feel like playoff basketball is different. But I'm definitely gonna be tuning in because I kind of it was passive last year. I feel like nobody really watched the Orlando versus the Cavs. But if they match up and they playing like how they playing right now, especially with Paulo out and fuck and that make this loss even worse. Like they don't even got Paulo or friends, and it's like you niggas can't win again. Like you gotta believe them when they show you who are. You have to believe them, dog. So all that like, oh no, it was just a bad game, it was a back to back. Like when these niggas show you who they are, believe them, fam. And that's I'm a firm believer in that. And these niggas are showing me that they're ass. So believe what you want to believe. But until next time, man, peace.